Welcome to The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield, where music, medicine, literacy, and other hot topics meet. I'm your host, Dr. Rani, aka the Hip Hop Doc, bringing you science-backed health information in a way that sticks. Today, we're talking about a fat loss secret that requires zero gym time. NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. This is what keeps your metabolism humming without you even thinking about it. If you fidget, pace, or stand a lot, you're already burning more calories than you realize. Stick around because this one is gonna be fire. So what exactly is NEAT? And I'll be repeating that word often throughout this episode. NEAT is the energy your body burns from daily movements outside of intentional exercise. Think tapping your foot, walking around the house, even just standing instead of sitting. These seemingly small movements add up, increasing caloric expenditure significantly throughout the day. Some studies show that people with high NEAT levels can burn 800 to 2,500 more calories daily compared to those who sit all day long. Let that sink in. That's like getting an extra workout's worth of calories without actually working out. Here's where it gets even more interesting. Researchers have found that NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, stimulates the release of epinephrine. That's adrenaline. When you fidget, stand up, or shift positions, you activate brown fat, a type of fat that burns calories to generate heat. This process mobilizes stored fat, making it available for energy, effectively helping with weight loss. People who move more throughout the day naturally stay leaner, even if they eat the same number of calories as someone who is sedentary. So yes, just standing up more often can make a real difference in your body composition. I know you've seen that person who can't sit still. They're tapping the foot, bouncing the knee, always moving. Turns out that person is literally burning hundreds more calories than someone sitting still. Let me say it again. That little fidgeting habit you thought was annoying is actually a fat-burning superpower. And the science backs it up. This is NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis in action. These small, unconscious movements are the difference between maintaining weight and slowly gaining fat over time. So the next time someone tells you to sit still, tell them, nah, I'm just out here torching these calories. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Does this mean I can skip the gym? Absolutely not. NEAT and structured exercise serve different purposes. Exercise builds strength, endurance, and cardiovascular health. NEAT keeps your metabolism active all day long. But here's the kicker. If you work out for an hour and then sit for the next 10, you're still considered sedentary. The real magic happens when you mix structured exercise with high NEAT levels throughout the day. The fitness industry won't tell you this, but you don't need hours in the gym to stay lean. The real key, staying active all day. The most effortless way to burn fat is to move more, period. Walk more, fidget more, ruck more, stand more. That's the secret sauce. NEAT or non-exercise activity thermogenesis means no gym membership required. So how can you actually increase your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, aka NEAT? Here are some ways and easy wins you can start with today. Stand up every 30 minutes while working. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Pace while you're talking on the phone. Use a standing desk, or better yet, a moving desk, and walk or do calf raises while brushing your teeth. Little movements mean big calorie burns over time. And that's the thing. Small, consistent movement keeps us active without feeling like a workout. But here's the question. Why do we even need to remind ourselves to move? That brings me to what I'm reading this week. I've been diving deep into the book called The Comfort Crisis by Michael Easter, a book that explores how modern society's obsession with comfort has actually made us weaker, less healthy, and more disconnected from our natural abilities. Easter argues that as technology has made life easier, we've also lost something crucial, our ability to push ourselves, to struggle, and to adapt. And honestly, this ties right into NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. Think about it this way. Our ancestors were constantly moving, hunting, gathering, building, exploring. There was no gym time because movement was built into daily life. But today, we sit more than ever. We have climate-controlled environments, drive-through everything, and technology that keeps us glued to our chairs and to these devices. The more comfortable we become, the less we move, and the more our health suffers. But here's the good news. Breaking free from this comfort trap doesn't mean we have to go live in the wilderness. Small, intentional discomforts like standing more, taking the stairs, walking instead of driving short distances, can retrain our bodies to be more resilient, burn more calories, and reclaim the natural movement patterns that keep us strong and lean. NEAT is one of the simplest ways to fight back against the modern comfort crisis. Musically, I'm vibing to Bob Marley's Exodus album. Every track is meaningful to me, but some of my personal favorites include Exodus, a song about movement, change, and liberation. One love, a message we need today now more than ever. And of course, jamming, because sometimes you just got to vibe out. It's a timeless masterpiece, and if you haven't revisited Exodus in a while, trust me, it's worth another listen. All right, fam, that's a wrap on today's episode of The Remedy with Dr. Rani. And remember, NEAT is your secret weapon for burning fat effortlessly, but it doesn't replace exercise. You don't have to suffer through brutal workouts daily to get lean. And small daily movements add up to big metabolic changes. Try incorporating these simple habits and let me know how it goes. And as always, if you found value in this episode, like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment. And don't forget to join me every Sunday for a new episode of The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield. You can check me out at www.h2doc.com, on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your audio fix. And remember, we're born looking like our parents, but we die looking like our decisions. Make them count. It's the hip hop doc. They call me H2D. Come on, y'all. Let's get hip hop healthy. Peace and blessings. I'm out.
The content on The Remedy with Dr. Rani Whitfield is for informational purposes only and is not intended as medical advice. Always consult with your healthcare provider for personalized medical guidance. Dr. Rani Whitfield is a licensed family physician, but the information provided on this podcast should not replace professional medical consultation.